¿Qué pasa, YouTube? aka what's up, YouTube? So before we get into the actual builder and battle, I want to go over some trades I made real quickly. If you guys don't want to hear this, then you can skip right to the builder and right into the battle itself. So as you can see here, we did make some transactions going into week number 4. I traded Decidueye plus Gardevoir, and we had 2 leftover points for Komala and Enamorus. It's kind of weird that I didn't see this potential trade when the initial draft finished, but I was looking at my matchups throughout the season, and the good Gardevoir matchups, Enamorus just looked so much better. So I was like, you know what, I think Enamorus is definitely worth getting here over Gardevoir. Yes, we do lose Defog and we do lose a ghost type, but I mean, we have Dragapult, and Komala is not the worst Pokemon ever in draft league. Like, it may come to a game potentially, but if anything, I really liked the offensive power and speed that Enamorus added to our squad. We still have a nice weakness because we dropped the grass for a flying type, but we got an even stronger and faster fairy type. So I'm hoping Enamorus will be able to put in some work here. And actually, funnily enough, Enamorus will be making its debut here in our week 4 matchup against Rein. His channel will be down below for you guys to go ahead and check out. So looking at our matchup here, Rein has a very top heavy draft. He does not have Stealth Rocks, which is amazing. Rampardos is not a Pokemon along with Dugong. I don't expect those two to come whatsoever. Alcream I also don't expect, just because Terra Fairy Torn looks really great here if that was to come. I did see that in a mock. So his only form of hazards are going to be on Overcool, which I could see potentially coming over one of his top 6 mons, but his top 6 mons are absolutely terrifying. Solgaleo, Zamazenta, and Ursaluna Blood Moon. I do not really switch into that greatly. Giratina normal form is just ridiculously bulky, man. That thing is just so fat. And then Quackaball has potential to snowball and sweep us late game. So looking at our first team member here, of course, is our newest addition to the squad in Charlotte, aka Enamorus. Now initially I would have brought Gardevoir to this game, but as I mentioned, any matchup that Gardevoir looked good in, Enamorus just was 10 times better. So we are running enough speed for, I believe, a Jolly Quackaball, if I'm not mistaken, and then from there we're able to outspeed the entirety of his squad. That is not something like Scarfed, Solgaleo, Giratina, Tornti, or Zamazenta, which, I mean, to be fair, none of those being Scarfed makes a lot of sense to me in this matchup, so we can run Modest Nature. And then from there, it's just really free into his team. His best switch in is Solgaleo, so I do need to be careful with that. But Earth Power hits that. Healing Wish is just in case we need to revive something, and Grass Knot is literally just there for the Blood Moon. That next off, we have Wise Glasses Dragapult. I was really debating what item I wanted on this, but Wise Glasses did enough damage to where it was justified in my opinion. Surf is great for the Blood Moon. The sooner Blood Moon is gone, the sooner I can click Draco Meteor and Hex, because we do have a couple status moves here on our squad. We're able to outspeed the entirety of his team that is not Choice Scarfed. Next off, we have our Terra Captain, of course, in Dragonite with a new nickname, in Andreas. We are rocking a physically defensive Dragonite because in mocks, Quackaball was a nightmare to deal with. So we are Terra Water here, Thunder Wave, Air Slash, and Surf. The idea behind this Dragonite is to kind of just pivot into his physically offensive mons, and then if we can spread paralysis around, that's going to be very helpful for us, because then we can spam Air Slash, or we can deal more damage with a Hex from our Dragapult. And speaking of status, our next mon is going to be the one mon I'm really hoping puts in work here, and that is Dual Screens Ho-Oh. This thing was an absolute big factor in my mocks. This thing is able to support our squad ridiculously because of us having dual screens, and then we have dual stab to hit the majority of his squad. I was debating on a couple different sets here, but this is nice because not only does this support Ho-Oh itself, but as I mentioned, it does support the rest of our team. With our attack investment, we're able to at least 3 KO the majority of our opponent's squad except for Giratina, but Hopefully we can wear down Giratina accordingly. We have enough speed for a jolly max speed Rampardos, which I know I mentioned Rampardos is not a mon, but still I want to be able to outspeed it. Then we just have a bunch of Spadef to be able to eat hits from the Blood Moon mainly, and then the rest in HP. Next off we have just standard Tinglu, a little bit of speed because with T-Wave support, then we're able to outspeed certain mons as long as they're not hitting 260 speed or they don't have too much speed investment. And then from there we just got Earthquake, Ruination for stab, Spikes over Stealth Rocks because they hit everything really good, and I 100% expect the Torrentee to Terra. I guess Terra Flying Torrentee could be a thing, but I didn't see it in my mock, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then our final team member is going to be Choice Bandit Meowscarada with the new nickname in Chiquita, and all 4 of these moves do a really good amount of damage. We're able to outspeed everything except for the Zamazenta, but if he's switching in Zamazenta on us, then hopefully we will be able to hit it with something really hard like the Play Rough or even the Triple Axle. So let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Okay, pause YouTube. Okay, what's up YouTube? Welcome to week number 4 of the Ubers format for the VDL season. I'm tired. I worked 6:30 to 8 and it's like 9:30 now. So yeah, we're taking on Rein. His channel link will be down below. Definitely check him out. So let's see what he brought against us. Oh, he did bring the Quack. I don't know. I mean, Quack or Overcool made sense. I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key scared of Rampardos. I don't know, Quack's kind of annoying. I saw Quack in a mock, and I would lead Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is like my best lead if he didn't have Quack. I think I just need to lead Dragonite and Terra immediately. I don't think he has much to deal. Yeah, he doesn't really have much to deal with Terra Water Dragonite. We are super bulky as well. So if you guys are excited for this, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. And I'm trying to figure out what Terra his Torn is. So yeah, hopefully this will be up eventually. I don't know if this will be up the week after week 3 or maybe like a few days after. But yeah, he has not told me what Terra his Torn is. And I mean, he should tell me because it's Terra preview. Either way though, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So my game plan was to lead Ho-Oh. Now I don't want to lead Ho-Oh. So he ends up leading off with the Zama. This is pretty good because we are super bulky Dragonite, by the way. We take his, I mean, I could just go for Thunder Wave here, honestly. Okay, so he's Terra Fairy Torn. Alright. Do I want to Terra right away? I think I should just go ahead and Terra. Even if he goes for like close combat, it does nothing to us after we Terra. And if I Terra immediately, then we have a consistent switch into Quackleval, right? Quackleval is kind of annoying. Yeah, so we're going to Terra. I'm going to go straight for the Thunder Wave. I don't really know what he switches into this. Maybe the Solgaleo. So he ends up leading off with the Zamo. So he's going to waste his... Oh, okay, this is good. He's going to waste his defensive boost immediately. So we're going to Terra Water. This is great. Terra Water Dragonite was a really great benefit. Not well, I mean, it came in handy in mocks. As he goes for Ice Fang. Oh man, good. Good, 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 good. What? Wow. That sucks. He's gonna close combat. We're just gonna Thunder Wave here. If we miss, that kind of sucks. Because I really want to pair this. Okay, this is great. So he's got Ice Fang. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna go straight for the Roost then. As much as I want to Air Slash does a lot of damage to him if he's not running any bulk. I want to keep this healthy. So Zama being paralyzed is huge. This means now Meowscarada outspeeds, and that's amazing. This also means that Dragapult's Hex will be doing twice the damage. Man, I really wanted Zama. He sniped us of Zama in the initial draft. Actually, funnily enough, he sniped us of Zama and Quackleval, both of which are brought against us. So that is a little bit annoying. So maybe he wasn't expecting a very defensive Dragonite. So this is good for us. Dude, I do not remember the last time an Ice Fang has ever flinched. Please, somebody, let me know. Let me know along with the answer of the question of the day. Have you ever seen Ice Fang do anything? I remember, this was probably like years ago. I had a match where Fire Fang crit, burned, and flinched. Like, I vividly remember that happening. Oh shoot, in comes the Blood Moon. Actually, am I worried about this? You know, getting rid of this is actually really good for us. So, we have, I'm gonna go for Surf. Surf does a lot of damage to this. If he's max Spadef AV, it still does like 40%. If he's not, though, Surf does a good chunk. I think I'm gonna go for Surf. Yeah, getting rid of this gets rid of, like, his main, especially offensive threat. So I'm gonna go straight for the Surf. Oh my, it just dropped. What? Oh, we got a crit? That mattered. That definitely mattered. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. That definitely mattered. If he was Assault Vest, I guess he wasn't Assault Vested because it says here it lives Surf through the crit. So maybe it was max HP? If it was just max HP, it was a roll, it was an 80% chance. So yeah, that crit 100% mattered. That crit 100% mattered. And I don't want to say that makes up for him flinching us first turn because it doesn't really do... Like, if he had frozen us, that would have been worse than the flinch, but... Yeah, so that sucks. In comes the Torrentee. This could have the taunt. Am I worried about that, though? Not necessarily. I think I just kind of want to Thunder Wave this, right? I could go into Ting Lu, but I feel like scouting up for taunt is important here. Because then from there, we can switch, or we can just go for a damaging move. If he Nasty Plots, though, if he's taunt Nasty Plot, that's annoying. So yeah, he's Fairy. Getting rid of Blood Moon, though, that's huge. So he goes for the Terra Blast. He has Terra Blast, okay. What is he... How much does this do? That does 0. That did a little under 60, but we paralyze him, so this is great. All right, I like this. I like this. We're in a good spot. So this is Fairy. If he's max HP, I mean Surf does a lot of damage. Does he have Hurricane? If he has Hurricane, he doesn't do much damage to us. I could just go for Surf here. Would this be Assault Vested, though? I don't know. I'm gonna go for Surf and see what he wants to do. Yeah, I'm gonna Surf here. So we're gonna go for Surf. Oh, that did 0. As he goes for the Terra Blast again. Dude, this has got to be super bulky. Jesus. Yeah, that's doing nothing. We did like 30%, so he's definitely some type of bulk investment. He could U-turn here potentially. I almost want to Air Slash. So he's got Terra Blast. At this point, I assume he doesn't have the taunt because he would have gone for it, I think, immediately. He doesn't have Nasty Plot. I'm gonna Roost. Should I Roost? Yeah, I'm gonna Roost because I want to keep Dragonite healthy, there is a chance that he could go for... I mean, he can't go for the paralysis. There's a chance he could get paralyzed, sorry. So I'm going to roost here. He goes for knockoff. Okay, so that's good to know. So he's got to have U-turn, right? I'm like certain he's got U-turn. Oh, I got to put Zama's paralyzed. Yeah, he's almost paralyzed. I'm going to go for Air Slash because it does just slightly less damage than what Surf is doing. And I mean, we can flinch him or he gets fully paralyzed. And then if we get 2 flinches, if we get a flinch into a para, 2 paras, or 2 flinches, then we put him in range of Surf. So this is a little cheeky, but I mean, we got to do what we got to do, right? So he goes for the U-turn. Darn it. Darn it, he goes for U-turn. So he does reveal the U-turn. So he's got one more move. It's gotta be like Bleak Wind or Hurricane, right? U-turn, he was at what, 50? He's up to like 80% now. So we gotta keep that in mind. Giratina. What does this do against me? Am I worried about this? I mean, I can just stay in Thunderwave, right? If this Calm Minds, that's kind of a problem, but I don't think I'm that concerned about it. If it's rest, Sleep Talk could be annoying. So he gets fully paralyzed. Unfortunately, we don't do anything to this with Dragonite. So we got half his team paralyzed. That's huge for Dragapult in the back. We've gotten rid of the Blood Moon. I'm going to go hard into my Tinglu here. Yeah, because we don't... If he's Spadef bulky, unfortunately Modest Enamorous does nothing to this, so... I'm going to go into Tinglu here. We'll see what he wants to go for. Maybe he Will-O-Wisps. That's not the worst thing ever because Tinglu's not really here to do damage. So he goes for the Shadow Ball, okay. That did nothing. I'm going to take my chance to get on my rocks here. Not rocks, sorry. I'm going to go for spikes. I still want to see what this Giratina goes for. If he's got Defog, then we'll find that out. But we now know that he's got Shadow Ball. So he's got Shadow Ball. He's going to switch. If I can get up 3 layers of spikes, that would be amazing, actually. Into the Zama. Okay, this is a little scary. I don't really switch. Well, actually, no, I have Dragonite. What am I talking about? Actually, yeah, this is the whole purpose of Dragonite. Dragonite, as a defensive water, was an amazing switch into his entire draft. And with him being paralyzed, Dragonite is faster. So I think we're good. I don't think he's a boosting item. He could just be heavy duty boots. That's fine. He goes for close combat. 320. We should be good here. Right, yeah, we were at 320. Close combat at 176. Oh no, okay, so if he's adamant, he has a slight chance to 2-hit KO us. I don't want to risk that. I think I want to go for the Roost here. I'm going to go for the Roost, so he's going to switch. Just going to go for the Roost. I think he's Boots, because if he was a boosting item, he would have done more damage to us. So Giratina not Boots. That's good to know. Oh, that's smart. Pressure. He's going to pressure our Roosts. Alright, I need to be careful with this. Right, because... Oh, he's lefties. Okay. Tina. Lefties. Okay, we only have 5 Roosts left. So I got to keep that in mind. I could go into Ho-Oh. He went for Shadow Ball. So maybe he doesn't have... Maybe he's special. Well, then again, he could be mixed. He could be mixed with Stone Edge, and that would be really bad. Am I worried about that, though? Not necessarily. I'm going to go back into my... my Bull here. So he could Will-O-Wisp here, if he has it. He gets fully paralyzed, which, I mean, it's good for us, but I also don't have any information on this thing. I don't know what this is going for. I don't know what it wants to do against me. I just know that it has Shadow Ball. That's it. So I can go for... Oh, I could spike here again. I'm gonna go for Ruination, actually. And we miss. Oh, that sucks. Does he Will-O-Wisp? He Dragon Tails. He also misses. Wow, okay. Well, that was a pointless turn. So we know he's got Dragon Tail now. I think I just still Ruination. Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have spin on Quackaball, I guess. So I mean, this is not the worst thing ever. Into the Quack. Okay, so this is good. So we get the hit off. Nice 50%. He's not Boots because he took damage there, so that's good to know. Do we live a hit from this? I mean, technically we live a hit, so I could... I don't know, is that... I really don't think this would be, like, banded, would it? There's no way. If I get rid of this, I keep hazards up. Is that worth it, though? No, I mean, I have a really good switch into this in my Dragonite. Darn it, man. I almost wanted to risk staying in there. I really, really did. Even if it goes for close combat here, it should not touhg KO us, so we should be fine. He goes for Roost. Oh, I could have Earthquaked. I mean, Earthquake just would have kept him at about 50%. So, I mean, he probably would have roosted again. That's not, honestly, the worst thing ever. I'm just going to Air Slash here. Yeah, Air Slash is fine. Anything that switches in, I can T-Wave. The only things not paralyzed are this and the Solgaleo. Solgaleo? I don't know. I'm just gonna Air Slash. I don't think he stays in. If he's got the flip turn, he goes for it, or he just hard switches out. I don't know. Roost and flip turn though are odd. So we know he's got Roost. He's at 95. He's not Boots. Man, getting the rune off on this would have been great, even if he is leftovers, but that's fine. So he's got Dragon Tail and Shadow Ball. That did 0, by the way. I don't even think I can calc if that's FizzDef or SPDef. I really don't think that this has Stone Edge. I really don't think this has Stone Edge. Giratina? No, I need more damage off on this. I could Ho-Oh. I almost want to stay in expecting him to expect me to switch. I'm going to Air Slash. Oh no, he stayed in. Okay, darn it. I thought he would predict me to switch as he goes to Dragon Pulse. Okay. That does 0. So he's got Dragon Pulse. This is good for him because he knows that I can't just freely Roost. I'm going to waste 2 PP. I can Air Slash again. I could also go into Ho-Oh here. Yeah, he's got Dragon Pulse, Dragon Tail, and Shadow Ball. If he's got Stone Edge... Ho-Oh lives 1, so I'm going to go straight into Ho-Oh here. This is risky if he switches into the Quack. No, no. Why would he switch in the Quackaball? I'm dumb. So he's sitting at about 80% now. This having leftovers is a little bit annoying. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit annoying. So we are faster, so we switch first. As we now reveal the Ho-Oh. As he goes to Dragon Pulse again. Okay, that's fine. On the off chance that he does have the, what's it called? the Stone Edge, I'm going to go for Reflect. So we're going to get Reflect up. We'll see what he goes for. Does he have Stone Edge? He stayed in. No, he just Dragon Tails. Okay, so I don't think he has Stone Edge. I don't think he's got Stone Edge. This is good. Okay, this is good. Please not Dragonite. Not Dragonite. Not Dragonite. Not Dragonite. Not Dragonite. He doesn't have Stone Edge. Oh! Yo, we might be able to get a kill here. We might be able to get a kill here with Masquerada. We're choice banded, by the way. He's at what? 80%? I'm going to go for triple axle. I could play rough. If I play rough, I risk him having Will-O-Wisp. If I triple axle, I risk missing and him still burning us. So it's like kind of pick my poison, right? He's at 7. No, he's at 80%. Oh, I don't think we knock him out actually. If he's max defense, max HP, that's really bold. I'm going to U-turn. Okay, he actually switched. All right, good. So he's at 80%. Dude, Giratina is just so bulky, man. It's so fat. Yeah, like Choice Banded Triple Axle does 70 to 79. Like he literally could have lived. Actually, the fact that he switched, I could have got a KO here. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for the move there. Nah, is that the worst thing? I mean, not really. I can just bring in Ho-Oh here. We have Reflect up. I can bring in Ho-Oh. Tornadus comes back in. We know that he is a fairy type. He's at 50%. I honestly think I can just Brave Bird. I don't think you switch into your Solgaleo. I just Brave Bird. Yes! Alright, so we take down the Torn. That's great. We have Reflect up. Torn goes down. I wonder what his last move was. It had to have been a flying move, right? That's like that's the only thing I can think of. So he's gonna bring in Solgaleo. Alright. We have the Reflect up. I live a Stone Edge. If he's Weakness Policy, we don't live. But I think weakening this is actually better for us. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, because so first, if he's Weakness Policy, we can get the burn, right? We get him really low to the point where we can bring in something into Revenge Kill. I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire. I'm gonna risk it. He's faster! But we don't live. He crit! Oh, that crit mattered! That crit mattered. Darn it. Did I throw? I might have just thrown. Okay, so Meowscarada can live a Sunsteel Strike. We still have Reflect up. I'm gonna bring in Meow. We still have Reflect up. I'm gonna go straight for the Choice Band knockoff. If he's Colbur, that's fine. We pop it. We pop it, we leave the hit, and then I think we can knock him out. Is he Colbur? Is he Colbur? It doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, down it goes. Let's go. All right. So Galio goes down. In comes Zama. My best switching is still Dragonite, right? It sucks that we lost. Well, we have Reflect up, so I can probably just go into Enamorous. Right, he can just close combat. I'm gonna go hard into Enamorous here. This might be a little risky, but I don't think that's the worst thing ever, right? After hazards, we can knock him out. Oh no! Well, this kind of sucks because if he was going for close combat, he's closer into range of Moonblast, but I mean, it's not really that big of an issue. He doesn't have a switch into this. He has Quack. this and Giratina left. So honestly, I think Enamorous wins. I'm just gonna Moonblast. He could be Roselli Berry, maybe. We still have Reflect up though, so even if he has Heavy Slam, we should be fine. Yeah, we still have a few turns to Reflect. So in comes Giratina. This should still get 2-hit KO'd. Dude, he does not have a switch into this. I think at this point, Enamorous just wins. Oh my lord! Giratina's so bulky, dude. That has to have Spadef investment. That thing is just so fat. We still have Reflect up, right? Yeah, we still had Reflect. So even if he had predicted our switch in, we still lived. So I just Moonblast again. I think the game is over at this point. He's gonna Shadow Sneak. That does 2. And down goes the Giratina. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be the victory in our favor. Yes, that is going to be a 5-0 win, I believe. So Reflect, man, really coming in handy here. I don't like that crit on Ursaluna really sucked. Even if he had gone for the Blood Moon and we hadn't crit him, depending on his item, I think Dragonite still would have been able to beat him 1v1. So we're modest Scarfed. This is not Scarfed. Down goes the Quack-O-Ball. And his last Mon is the Zamazenta, which is paralyzed. So yeah, that is going to be game. And we know that this wasn't Scarf, so even if I didn't paralyze him earlier. And Enamorous, one of the newest additions to the squad, pulling up and getting some good amount of KOs. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a victory for us. We are now 4-0 heading into week 5. I believe if we win week 5, then we are 100% guaranteed playoffs, even if we lose out for the rest of the season. But hopefully we can end top 3 or top 3. Yeah, hopefully we can end top 3 so we can at least pick our playoff opponent. So good game to Rein. His channel link will be down below. Definitely go ahead and check him out. I will try and get this up. I will try and get next week up, hopefully whenever I can. But yeah, as I mentioned before, guys, just really busy with work and life, and I apologize. But I will see you all for week 5 when that goes up. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, leave a comment to the question of the day, and I will see you all next time. So later, everybody.